News Election Special. Welcome to SCTV News Election Special. I'm your host, Norma Taylor. In this year's election, residents will vote to fill one Board of Directors position, and 27 neighborhoods will vote for a neighborhood representative and alternate neighborhood representative. Now, Board of Director, neighborhood reps, and alternate neighborhood rep members will take office on January 1st, 2023. However, a 20% quorum is needed to validate each neighborhood's election. Voting for neighborhood reps and alternate neighborhood reps takes place at the same time. Only one vote per household is permitted. Election results are announced at 1 p.m. on November 9th at a location to be determined. Our election special will air on our SCTV YouTube channel at youtube.com/SCTV station. We're going to start our election special with an interview of the two candidates for the one Board of Directors position. The candidates are Marty Schwartz and Stan Pitcavage. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Marty, you won the coin toss, so you get the first question.
Okay.
Describe your prior and current involvement in Sun City activities that led you to the desire to run for the board.
Okay. I arrived in Sun City in 2014 and immediately became the treasurer for our newly formed neighborhood, Oak Terrace. In 2017, I was still working at that time. In 2017, I sold my tax practice and applied for a position on the alternate board as an alternate member of the Board of Directors. I was accepted, and I served for 2 years on the Board of Directors. A very interesting thing to do because you see everything that comes through here, or almost everything that comes through here. After serving the 2-year maximum, I swung over or transferred over to the Finance Committee, and I'm in my 3rd year of the Finance Committee at the present time. I am the chair of the Finance Committee for 2022, and I am also the Money Talks president. Money Talks being a club here in Sun City that does economic events. That'll get them started.
Stan, the same question.
My wife Roseanne and I moved to Mariners Cove, a new neighborhood, 11 years ago. I became the first alternate representative for 4 years, dealing with many of the landscape issues and lawn issues involved with a managed neighborhood. I then joined the Modifications Committee for 5 years, 4 years as its chairman. I was involved actually in playing the CC&Rs, the bylaws, the modifications guidelines, and community rules. Currently, I serve on the Covenants Committee. Serving in all these positions has led to my decision to serve as a Board of Director.
Okay, Stan, you're going to get the second question first now. What in your background do you believe is going to help you to serve on the board?
First of all, I have a history of volunteerism. Before we moved to Sun City, living in Clinton, Connecticut, I was a coach, commissioner, and president of the Clinton Little League for 14 years, 3 years as president. And my business and construction background as owner of Pin Builders Incorporated for 26 years in building custom homes, remodeling, and land development. And also, since I moved here, I volunteered as the alternate representative for my neighborhood, Mariners Cove, for 4 years. I was on the Modification Committee for 5 years, 4 years as a chairman, and currently serving on the Covenants Committee.
Okay. And Marty, same question.
Would you repeat it?
Sure. What in your background do you believe will help you serve on the board?
Okay. Well, first of all, I have a very strong financial background. I have degrees in accounting, an MBA, and I am also a CPA in Maryland and South Carolina. In the past, I've been the board treasurer for another HOA, somewhat smaller than here, with many of the same issues that we see here in Sun City. I also have served on 4 nonprofits, 3 up in Maryland, 1 here, as board director or as board treasurer.
Okay, all right. Marty, you're going to get the third question first. What are your contributions to Sun City that you are most proud of?
Okay. Really, there are two of them. Contributions to Sun City. There really are two of them. First of all, I've served on the board as an alternate, and I've seen a lot of the issues that come across the board from all different types of angles. Some don't belong in the board, but just the same, they come to the board. The second thing I'm most proud of is, as the chair of the Finance Committee, we did a deep dive research into alternate investment houses for our reserve funds. And we went through a number of different firms in the spring, and then in the late spring, we recommended one to the board of directors who accepted it. A contract was written with Creative Planning, and they are now in place as of September.
Stan, same question regarding
Yes.
the contributions.
First of all, as alternate rep for Mariners Cove for 4 years, I contributed to make my neighborhood one of the most active, friendly, and desirable neighborhoods for the last 11 years. And the thing I'm most proud of, as chairman of the Modifications Committee for 4 years, I was able to completely update and revise the entire modification design guidelines with the input from my committee members, the board of directors, the general manager, and the modifications coordinators and staff. They are currently being used today.
All right, Stan, you get the next question. And what do you hope to contribute to the board over the next year?
I will spend time at first observing and learning how the board of directors conducts normal business. I hope to be able to suggest and implement solutions to problems and issues I observed over the past 11 years as a governance volunteer for Sun City.
Okay, and Marty, your response?
Well, the first thing is I bring a lot of financial expertise to the board. I've served on the board. I know how important finance is to the board. It's not the only topic by any means, but it gets pretty important at certain times of the year. I hope to improve the communications to the various residents. I'm told by many it has improved over recent years. They still want more. And I want to keep the amenities as high and as top-notch as they possibly can be, given our circumstances and everything else. I also hope to apply leadership skills, because I've been on so many boards, and I can listen and I can work as a part of a team.
Okay, and Marty, you also get the next question. What are you most excited about when it comes to Sun City's future?
Two things. One, I consider this place to be pretty much a paradise at a reasonable cost. It has all the amenities that people seem to want, and it is in a position to evolve over time with new opportunities. I'm especially happy about the new building that will take place on the north, called Argent East, because it's going to add a huge center which will provide more amenities for the people that are living here.
Okay, Stan, same question?
I am most excited about the fact that we are financially very stable as an association because of past board decisions and policies. Also, our existing amenities in common area are in excellent condition due to the board updating policies, assuring that our lifestyle and our community stays vibrant. Also, the new growth of Sun City and its amenities on the Argent East, I am very excited about.
Okay, Stan, you get the next question, which, going along with the previous question, what worries do you have about Sun City's future?
I worry about the uncertainty of inflation and possible recession affecting our active lifestyle and home values. Also, the lack of interest by residents to volunteer, which help keep our HO fees low, also contributes to our lifestyle. The increase in population and traffic inside and outside of Sun City with the future development that will be taking place. And with growth, access, and use of our amenities may affect our lifestyle.
Okay. And Marty, the same question for you too, about, do you have any worries about Sun City's futures?
Well, sharing with Stan, I'm mostly concerned about the impact on inflation to the budget here and to the operations here. The inflation squeezes everything that you want to do. If you think about it, all our costs are going up like all your costs are going up. And therefore, we get limited as long as inflation keeps roaring. The economic issues outside are part of this, because we don't cause inflation ourselves. But we have to live with what's happening in our environment and what's happening in the country and what's happening in the credit markets and everything else, which affects mortgage rates, which affects so many other things that people here are interested in.
Okay, I'm going to ask each of you, would you like to make a closing statement or give an overview of your position? And we're going to start with you, Stan, since Marty got the first question.
Thank you, Norma. I believe that my varied background in different professional experiences in 11 years as a governance volunteer for Sun City more than qualifies me to be your next resident board of director. Thank you.
And Marty?
Well, I believe that the community, and I'm seeing it in the neighborhoods, people are beginning to cut back on some of the things they're doing because they're worried about the economics in the country. We are all facing difficult and complex economic decisions here, and good financial decisions will help Sun City get through this difficulty. I believe I can help with that process because I have been a successful financial executive and professional for over 50 years. Thank you.
Well, thank you both for participating in this interview, and we wish good luck to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you all.